Well, I thought I was going to quit video logging for today, but what in the world? I just read something on Jerusalem Post that I would like to share with everyone. Title: Biased World, Turks Operating in Syria Judged Differently Than Israel. This is by Seth Frantzman, December 23rd, it would be today, 2018. Okay. And he's quoting the leader of Turkey. We are determined to turn the east of the Euphrates into a peaceful and livable space for its true owners, just like the other areas we have made secure in Syria, said Erdogan. Turkey views the mostly Kurdish Democratic Union Party in Syria as a threat, similar to how Israel views Hezbollah, U.S. envoy to Syria engagement James Jeffrey said last week. However, when it comes to Turkey's threats to carry out a major military operation in eastern Syria, countries in the international community, including the United States, have reacted with silence, whereas the same countries are concerned about any potential Israeli operation in southern Lebanon. Why is Turkey given the freedom to do whatever it wants in Syria, while Israel is not permitted to launch a cross-border military operation without condemnation? U.S. President Donald Trump decided to withdraw U.S. troops from eastern Syria on Wednesday after 4 years of fighting Islamic State. Meanwhile, Turkey says it will launch a military operation in eastern and northern Syria, similar to the one it launched in 2016 near Jarablus and in Afrin on January. We are determined to turn the east of the Euphrates into a peaceful and livable place for its true owners, whatever the heck that means, just like the other areas we have made secure in Syria. Turkish President Erdogan said on December 12th. On December the 14th, he said that with steps we take in Syria, we not only ensure the security of our country, but also to protect the dignity of the Ummah and all mankind. Ummah means Muslim community and would be akin to the U.S. saying it was operating in Syria to protect the dignity of Christendom. Now, I don't want to continue any further because my point here is who just said peace and security? Who is it that just said they wanted to provide peace and security for the world? Wasn't it Israel's enemy, the Turkish president Erdogan? Let's go back to 1 Thessalonians 5, and I know I have mocked the preachers for deliberately misinterpreting the words of Paul. They claim it has to be some sort of a signed peace agreement between the Antichrist and Israel. No, that's not what it says. Verse 1, but in the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write to you, for you yourselves know perfectly that the day of Jehovah's wrath so comes as a thief in the night. For when they shall say, that means to utter with your mouth, not with your hand, right hand or your left hand. It is not a signature of anything. It is not an agreement. No, it's something that you say with your mouth. Peace and safety. This word can also mean security if you look in Strong's Concordance. What did Erdogan say? He said security. What does that say? It is asphalia. 803 in the Greek, certainty and security. So it should read peace and security. For when they shall say peace and security. What did Erdogan say? Let's see here. Oh, come on, stop that. Yes. We are determined to turn the east of the Euphrates into a peaceful and livable space for its true owners, just like the other areas we have made secure in Syria. Really? Peace and security, folks. This is what Turkey is promising in eastern Syria, along the Euphrates and eastward, which brings me to the other scripture I wanted to go to. Oh boy, I can't spell, huh? All right. Revelation 9 and verse 14. Starting verse 13. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar, which is before Jehovah, saying to the sixth angel, which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the four angels were loosed in their, which prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men. That sounds like war to me. That doesn't sound like peace and safety at all. And when you read here any further, this army builds and builds and builds. And because of this situation along the great river Euphrates, it says a third part of men are going to be slain. What did Paul say again? When they shall say peace and safety, or peace and security, then sudden destruction comes upon them, as a travail upon a woman, and they shall not escape. Let's see. If the third part of men are killed, wouldn't you suppose that that's the big one that Paul is talking about? Wouldn't you suppose that? I would. It only is natural to, I don't want to use the word assume, but I'm just saying that even a lazy thinker would come to that conclusion. Don't you think? Oh, a whole third of men are killed when they shall say peace and safety. When who says peace and safety? When they shall say peace. Who is they? Well, they're Israel's enemies, of course. I really don't have a whole lot to say about this, except for those of you who are waiting for the Antichrist and Israel to sign some sort of a peace agreement, you're delusional. You've drank the Kool-Aid. It's not what it's talking about here in Revelation or in 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 3. It's just, that's not what it's talking about at all. It speaks for itself. It does not need you to interpret it a different way. John, was it John? No, it was Paul. Paul had no problem explaining himself. He does not need anybody to explain him what he said in 1 Thessalonians John 5 verse 3. So the Turkish president has just said that he is the one that's going to provide peace and safety along the Euphrates River, and the sixth trumpet sound says 1/3 of all mankind are going to be slain because of the events are going to happen along the Euphrates River. Well, now, that's something to watch, isn't it? I just thought I'd share this with the public today. Didn't take me very long, did it?